Hey Pokemon fans, Earl from Pokemon Awesome, back again with more Pokemon TCG for the Game Boy Color. Last time we got right into the game, we skipped the tutorial because it's stupidly long, and we had our first couple of battles, the first of which was pretty nail-biting. I honestly was not expecting to win that one, but we came back with the second one, and so far we're undefeated in the game, so let's keep the streak alive, shall we? And right here we're going to duel Ryan. And like I said before, some of these standard battles don't end up being a full 4-prize set. Sometimes they'll do 2, sometimes 3. This is one such case where you only have 3 prizes to go. So it looks like all we have is a Staryu to start with. And we can at least use Pokedex at the on our turn to kind of influence what we draw. But it looks like he's starting off pretty weak with a Shelter, even though we can kind of turtle right here. So we won't be able to do any damage to it this turn. Lapras, that's always good to have early. What else does he have? He's got Hitmonchan and Sandshrew. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this on Staryu, and let's see what we have through Pokedex. Got the Starmie, that's good to be getting early. Just want to get more energy first. Yeah, we'll do that. Now, one thing I did before starting this video, I did do some modifications to the deck. I decided that instead of going through it in the video, to save time, I'll just do the modifications in between episodes. Unless sometimes we get probably a really good card that I want to include in the deck, I'll just throw it in there quickly. So let's see. Just going up to Sandshrew now. He failed the hide and shell, so we should be able to slap this thing around. Hitmonchan on his bench, and he evolved the Sandshrew. Okay. So yeah, this Shelter, it can be annoying, even though it only has 30 HP. With the right head, with the right coin flips, it can pretty much stall out games. And if you want to, you can also confuse the opponent. Unfortunately, the Cloyster in the game is not that good of a Pokemon. It's for stage 1, it's only got 50 HP, and all of its attacks revolve around coin flips. So, yeah, this Shelter is just starting to annoy us. Don't have any water energies to give to Lapras, unfortunately. And he switched to Sandslash. Great. Okay. This is bad. This is very bad. Okay. One water energy to use Starfreeze. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna remove energies from the Sandslash. Yeah, I'll use both of them on it. Just kind of slow it down. Let's take another fighting energy on the Starmie here. I'm just gonna go for Starfreeze with Paralysis. There we go. He's powering up the Sandslash again. Let's see if it's not gonna help me right now. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Recover. Just to fully heal myself. Okay, looks like he's not getting the energies he needs. That is great. Just stick this on Lapras and go for Starfreeze. No Paralysis, that's fine. Excuse me there. Alright, got Meowth, that's good to have. Alright, this Sandslash might as well be, dead, because he can't really do anything without a switch. Yeah, he looks like he's just not getting anything right now. Okay. What do I want? I'll take that one. Machop, okay. Here comes the Hitmonchan. Okay. Lapras. And let's just keep on star freezing. One thing about this Starmie in particular is that when it was remade for the evolution set, it's the one that lets you discard a card to get 2 energies back from your discard pile. In my opinion, I think that's the better of these Starmies. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this one. It's perfect for this kind of gameplay, but unfortunately, it's just not good in this day and age and for the TCG. Alright. Let's bring out Lapras. Okay, I've got the Wardrobe, I've got the Blastoise, but no Squirtle. Let's bench some Chop there. I'm gonna go with the Confuser again and see if I get it. There we go. This will slow him down a bit. Looks like he just evolved the shoulder into Cloyster. Like I was saying, that Cloyster it's pretty bad. Alright. This Hitmonchan just knocked itself out for us. So I can see it did do 20 damage to itself instead of just putting 3 damage counters on it. Alright, so yeah, this Cloyster. It takes 2 water energies for each one. Clamp, flip ahead, heads. For paralysis of tails, you do nothing, not even damage. And then, Spike Cannon, flip 2 coins, 30 times the number of heads. So no matter what, you're banking on coin flips to do basically anything for a Pokemon that has very few HP. It was never good, not even back then when it first came out. Which is sad because this is the only Cloyster in the game, and Cloyster's actually one of my favorite ice types, so it sucks that I can't really use a good Cloyster in this game because I want to use Cloyster. Yeah, case in point, it can't even do any damage to me right now. And that water energy, we win. So with the water gun, it takes 1 water energy, but for each water energy you put on, in addition to that, it does an extra 10 damage. But it only goes up to 30. You can't go do more than that, unfortunately. Alright, so Ryan here is going to give us evolution boosters. So we've got Pidgeotto. That was a rare? That's right, it was. Jinx, Butterfree, Energy Search, that's always useful to have. For those that play the game nowadays, you might know this as a Professor's Letter. Only not as good. You only get 1 energy, not 2. Now we've got the Pidgey to go with the Pidgeotto. Okay, let's stop getting fighting energies, please. Ooh, we got Machamp. Alright. Pokemon Flute. This is, oh, what is it from? The XY boosters? Target Whistle. That's what it is. It's basically Target Whistle. Alright, I get it. Enough fighting energies, please. Okay, so we've basically defeated every member of the Rock Club, except for the Club Master right here, Gene. Now, to battle Gene, you don't really even have to fight any of the previous trainers that we fought, Matthew, Ryan, Andrew. You can just go straight up to Gene and just fight him, just like how you can skip the trainers in most of the first gyms in pretty much all of them except Johto? Yeah, I think that's how it goes. But, honestly, I don't feel like fighting him just now. I don't feel adequately prepared for him. So instead, we're gonna go back into the lobby here, and we're gonna check the email that Professor Maiden sends us. It's obviously going to tell us about Gene since we encountered him, and we're going to get an evolution pack and get a Beedrill out of it and a super potion. Okay, rest energy. All right. This Jigglypuff, as you can see, it has that GB symbol there instead of the jungle symbol or no symbol for base set or the fossil symbol. That means it was made specifically for this game. And like I said, some of the cards that were part of the game eventually became promos over in Japan. I don't believe this Jigglypuff was one of those cards. I have to double check. Future me, check that out for me. This Marowak, though, I do know never became a card in the actual TCG. Now, one thing, the reason I wanted to go back in here is because of this guy here, Chris. This is one of Mitch's disciples, one of his students at the fighting club. So once we fight him, we can send him back to the fighting club. And, oh, looks like, wow. That's quite a mulligan if I saw one. Now, unfortunately, there is no mulligan rule in this game, so you don't get an extra draw every time your opponent has to reshuffle their hand to get a basic Pokemon. Now, as you see, and I've been rearranging my hand, that you do that by pressing the select button for the game. So we have Lapras and Diglett. I think I want to put Lapras in, and put Diglett on the bench. Get the first go. Alright, we've already got 3 water energies for Lapras, that's good. We started with Hitmonlee and Meowth, okay. So, let's just start getting damage on. Fortunately, this Hitmonlee can't do anything with just 1 energy. Professor Oak will hold off that for later. And we should be able to knock out this Hitmonlee next turn. Stretch kick. This is a one of those bench attacks. It does 22 of Pokemon on my bench. So I'm just gonna play my potion now so that my Diglett doesn't get knocked out. Potion in this game it only heals 20 compared to 30 like it does nowadays. It was up errata when I think it was Black and White era. So yeah, it's a lot weaker than it was now, but it gets the job done. Ooh, already running that DCE on the Meowth. Coin, no draw for you. Okay. Ireu. Pretty sure we're pretty much all set for what we need to do here. Unless he gets another basic to put on his bench this turn, we win. Me and my big mouth. Or should I say me and my big Meowth? I should stop doing puns like that. Alright, so I'm gonna put the Spearow down, put Diglett on, power up Diglett some more, and I'll play Professor Oak. Okay, another Lapras, and we got a Seal. Alright, there's our other Diglett. Now, just gonna do as much damage as we can to this Hitmonchan before it knocks us out. Not gonna get the potion in time, unfortunately. I'll take the Dugong though. Let's start powering up Seal. And yeah. Water gun. And there's a special punch. Now, I'm gonna bring out Spearow. So the reason why I brought Spearow out is because he has the resistance to fighting, and resistance in this game is actually minus 30, not minus 20 like it is nowadays. So I'm only going to be taking 10 damage from Special Punch, which will give me plenty of time to take out this Hitmonchan while I power up the rest of my bench. Because, yeah, I'm going to be knocking out this Hitmonchan before it's capable of knocking out Spearow. And I'm just trying a lot of things right now. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So, attack once more. Okay. Hold on to the potion. Just take out Hitmonchan, take our next prize, and we basically have this one. Alright. Nope, I don't want to do wrong. I'm just gonna use Aurora Beam, and that's the game right there. Okay, so one down, two to go for the Fighting Club members. Get more evolution boosters. Gust of Wind. People might recognize this as a Lysander from back in the day, or even Pokemon catcher Priorata. Once again, fighting energies. It's gonna be all I'm gonna be getting, isn't it? Energy retrieval. Fighting energies, yeah. Energy retrieval. It's basically that's the Starmie's ability that I mentioned earlier, or just regular energy retrieval, only with a discard cost. Alright, so he's gonna walk off, go back to the Fighting Club, and if we actually go there, you can actually see him in here. So, yeah. Let me check the, Something strange this way comes. Yep, here we are. We've got Imakuni. Remember last episode we talked to that one lass in the water club? She mentioned Imakuni? Well, here he is. So, Imakuni is actually an actual person that is part of the... what is he? He is part of the Pokemon Company, I do know that. He primarily deals with the TCG side, but he was also the singer of the what is the basically the equivalent of the Pokérap over in Japan. It's a pretty weird video. If you just look up Japanese Pokérap, you should be able to find it on YouTube. So here we strange life form, Imakuni. So this is going to be a 6-prize game, and Imakuni's deck is kind of quirky in how it runs. You'll see what I mean once we get into it. Oh, he's only got one Pokemon right now, but he gets first go. Okay, so just put a Slowpoke down. Just getting a lot of Pokemon to attack with. He's putting down another Drowsy. Ooh, he just evolved his Drowsy to Hypno. That's scary. That Hypno is able to hit the bench. Yeah. Fortunately, colorless Pokemon that aren't birds, like Spearow, have a resistance to Psychic, so this Hypno cannot do any damage to Rattata. So that's a benefit to colorless Pokemon in this game. They always have a resistance, unlike nowadays. The resistance to Psychic is the reference to normal types being immune to ghost attacks, since ghost Pokemon are Psychic types in the TCG. Alright, let's just power up our guys. Get things ready to go. Wow, he's just getting nothing but Psychic Pokemon. Yeah, these are all Psychic types. Wow. I chose perfectly when putting Rattata down. Alright, this Hypno's gone. Let's play Seal. I'm not gonna play the Machop right now because, like I said, he's got way too many Psychic types for my liking. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, Seal, Dugong, alright. So, let's see. I'll take this one. Diglett. Well, we've got both our Digletts in our hand. And yeah. Ooh, energy removal. Alright. What do I want to remove? I don't think it really matters. Okay. So, let me see. Seal down there. Diglett on the bench. Power him up. I'm not going to evolve Seal just yet. I'm just gonna have Rattata do his thing. Alright, that's Slowpoke evolved to Slowbro. So the Slowbro in this game, its ability, as you can read here, it basically allows you to move any damage counters from your Pokemon to himself. So, yeah, that can be kind of annoying. Especially if he gets some kind of healing item to heal it off that Slowbro. I could actually go for some energy right now, but I'm not getting any. So yeah. Attacking is kind of pointless right now because Slowbro is just going to take it onto himself. Okay. I'm just getting another Pokemon. I'm just going to keep fighting. Now, unfortunately, the Slowbro cannot put more than its HP on it, so it can only go up to 10 HP. So now it's not able to take any energy from it. Any damage, I mean. Okay, 20 with Flip for Paralysis. That's what Psyshock always does in these games. Alright, so we've got Farfetch. This could be either good or bad, because if he gets ahead, this is going to take out Rattata. Well, Rattata did good. Now... Seal. Fortunately, that Leak Slap attack he can only use once. So, what I'm actually going to do is slow him down a bit. Alright, let me actually put down my Rattata before I forget. And Headbutt. This is going to be a long one. He just played his own card. So yeah, Imakuni, it's a trainer, just like how it is in the actual game. It just leaves your active Pokemon confused. It has like some more text on there, but that's irrelevant. So yeah, he just tends to confuse his own Pokemon for no reason, which is pretty funny if you really think about it. Alright, he's powering up Farfetch'd. Let's deny him the satisfaction. Just keep on headbutting. That's all I can do. Farfish is gone. That's good. We'll take that one. Alright, I need energy. Outside again, he plays Hypno. Okay. Fortunately, I have Dugong, and he's capable of taking out Hypno in 2 hits. Ooh, that's interesting. And he played the Pokemon Flute to put the Rattata back on my bench. Alright. Well, weren't able to see the odd confusion interaction with Psychic Pokemon. Like I said in the last episode, it does take weakness and resistance into effect. I could really use a full heal right here. Pokeball. Let's see if I can get anything. Nope. What do I have here? Squirtle, Blastoise, Lapras, Diglett, Primate, Machop, Munchan, Fairy, Meow. Well, I can't really put anything down now, so I'll just power up Rattata and pass the turn. It's gonna be one of those games, isn't it? You know what? Here. Alright. Don't get aheads. Arceus, damn it! Alright, I needed that. Okay, another potion. And we've got Psyduck. Well, we know he's not going to be able to knock us out. Alright, well, we have this one, because I'm just going to switch. No. Thankfully, unlike nowadays, you can retreat as many times as you want in a turn. You're not limited to 1 retreat per turn. So, mistakes like that, you can easily fix. Okay. So, Imakuni is going to give us a Coliseum. He's going to give us another Dugtrio, another Seeking, another Rattata, more switches, more bills, that's always good to have, potions, alright. More fighting energies. Then here we have an evolution. Yeah, he's gonna give us one of each booster pack. I think I said that last episode. Yeah, another Gust of Wind, another Energy Surge. All good cards to have. Mystery, we get Kabutops. Look at this. He's a stage 2 with 60 HP. I don't think there's been a stage 2 since then that has had this low of an HP. I think Reuniclus comes second with like 90. Hey, we got our first DTE. That's great. Another energy removal. That's always great. And laboratory. Fenwalk, Magmar, Gensly. Gambler. Well, that's true to its name. Alright. So, yeah, that was Imakuni, guys. Like I said, it's kind of a quirky aspect of the game, but if you come across him, he's worth fighting because you get a boatload of cards. So, let me actually check and see what this guy has to say. Is he still looking for Rapidash? Yes! We'll just give him the Rapidash. And he won't say anything now. Look for something else. If we go leave and exit, yeah. So, eventually as time goes on, he'll be asking for more, and like I said, we'll get a really good promo card. So, with that said, we'll end things off here. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next episode.
meglio l'ho tutto